40 cards is dead. Upstart Goblin's dead. 40 cards is dead. Upstart Goblin's dead.
Guys, what more can I say? You heard it from the 3-time champ. 40 cards is dead. Upstart Goblin is dead. There's one thing TRIF and I have in common, and it's incredible foresight. I promise. This deck is nasty. This deck is insane. All 60 cards are insane. Enjoy the bloodbaths. It's going to be great. All right, guys. So we're back with another Zero Beast 60 replay. Best deck Edison format, TM. So I forgot who this one's against, but today we have 2 duels for you. Both excellent matches. I want to showcase the power of this deck, the consistency of this deck, and the absolute domination it brings over your opponents, your adversaries, your enemies. Okay, so here we go. This is game 1 versus Chronic. No relation to the Chronic. Here we go. So I think I win the die roll here. The hand's looking pretty good. I'm feeling very happy with Starlight Road in the hand with some graphics. So we go Gold Sark for Future Fusion. That feels good. I don't want to show him that I'm on GBs, so I set this guy, and I have Deep Prison here, Protection, Heavy Storm. I got Starlight Road, and I have Gladiator Proving Ground for follow-up. So I'm feeling pretty happy right now. No idea what he's on. He does Allure. I'm assuming Vayu or Black Wings immediately. I see that, and I know immediately it's Vayu. I don't know if it's the new Nitro Vayu, but either one, we'll see. But he sets a monster, and I'm licking my chops. Like, this is a no-brainer. You guys know exactly what's gonna happen. We don't attack into this. We don't attack into a maybe Raikou without a War Chariot, unless we absolutely have to. But here we go. We pop, and we go next. And I'm thinking, if he has Gores, I'm in a little bit of danger, but not too much. Because I have Murmillo in hand, and he does have it. He does have it, and I'm not too excited about it. But you know, it is what it is. So I just bottle up. Oh, this is what I do. Right. I tried to bait out that I have Wabaku. It's probably a misplay setting the Miracle, but I wanted him to think that one of these back row was a Wabaku. Right, so this, he plays right into my Starlight, which is pretty cute. And he goes for my new set. Which either way, if it was a Wabaku, he would be kind of screwed there. I'm not sure why he did that, but he's probably trying to get it in under Stardust, which is fine. But he could have baited out my Stardust if he waited. I could have negated the MST, but depends what he has in his hand, really. So here he goes Armageddon Knight. I'm pretty sure at this point he's very worried that this is the Wabaku. So in my head, I'm like, oh god, I'm kind of screwed, right? Because if he brios my back row, I am not in a great spot. But he targets the Secutor, so the bait worked. 200 IQ bait. He goes for the Stardust, right? And if I Deep Prison this, he can't get over the Stardust this turn, so I think that's the obvious answer. And he's in a pretty shitty spot. So here I get the Future Fusion, which is great. The Miracle Fusion would be amazing right now, but I don't think that play would have went through if I didn't bait out my Miracle last turn. So I kind of had to do it. So let me see here. What do I do? Yeah, big debate. Sorry, Chronic. Gotcha, boy. So he obviously I go Prisma, dump SDR, and I'm pretty sure he just scoops here. Yeah, I would have probably cooked him. I forgot what his life points were. He might have been at full. He was at full, but I had an issue. He was top decking in no more cards, so easy. So this hand's not too great. Going second especially, but I do have Prisma Miracle for a follow-up for anything if things go awry. So I don't start with that though. I need this Prisma to go through. So I'm pretty sure I start with one of my GBs to bait out a Bottomless or something, right? And this gives a good opportunity to bait out a Battle Trap or the Necro Guard. So we're moving along. 54 cards in deck. 19 more than the opponent. 19 outs he doesn't have. So, setting the Wobble to it, unlucky, Death Tornado, but it is what it is. I follow. So it goes Arma. He goes Dark Refer, which is fine. I'm not too worried. Looks like he has nothing to discard in his hand. Nothing. Pretty good hand though. Sheesh. But it's all pretty dead at the moment, except a lot of bombs. Man, what a hand. How do you lose this board? So I do something pretty cool. I top deck my ace card, Burden of the Mighty. And as you can see, I don't want to do anything yet. I just try to bait out something. Here we go. Which is fine. Main phase 2 I play it, and now he's like, shoot, what do I do now? I can't get over this thing. Thanks for life points again. Appreciate it. And he's big thinking. I'm pretty sure I had to read that back row is oppression for some reason. Don't know why, but I remember thinking that to myself. So he does this thinking that he can like return the GB to deck as cost, but in Edison format, you cannot do that. You cannot fail to find an Edison format. So that is an illegal play, and I bring him right back. Sorry. So, excuse me, I came out of nowhere. So at this point, I have a lot of cards that would special summon, and I'm reading that this is oppression. So I think I baited out with Future Fusion. Yeah, I do. And he just like I read, he does that, and I summon Prisma here probably, and just excuse me, I go Laquari most likely. Yeah, that's probably the better play. Just to get most damage on board right now. It's harder to get over with Burden. And his Vayu Synchro Armed Wing, 2300 minus 6, 1700. Can't get over Laquari. That's why I did it. In case of some shenanigans he does next turn. So I'm feeling pretty good right now. Burden of the Mighty is super underrated. And I got another top deck PV, which is cool. I'm going to save it though. And I think here, shoot, if I summon the quarry, then I have game. Shoot, so 18, 16, 17, that's 17, 5100. If I summon the quarry, that's 52. So no, it's not game. So it doesn't really matter. And I think dumping the bestiary is better in this case. So I can add my hand under oppression. So this guy's feeling pretty bad right now. And I go quest add bestiary, and I think I keep oppression down because it's hurting him more than it's hurting me at this point, right? That's how I view it. He doesn't have the life points to pay, and I don't play Upstart Goblin. Why would I get rid of it? Try to stop his gores too. So I'm feeling pretty good right now. I can do literally anything next turn. I can dump Ocean. I can do a lot of things. So he does this, and I'm assuming these two are dead cards, and they're essentially dead. And Dust Tornado does something, but it effectively does nothing. Especially not with an attack position monster. Too bad he drew that too late. But it still wouldn't be strong enough to get over my monster. That's a 1500 monster, but the Dust Tornado could clear that, so it would be something. And here I'm kind of a little afraid of TT, so I think I misplay hard here. I'm afraid of Torrential, right? But I'm dumb as hell, and I think I summon Stratos effect to pop. But do I go? I should go Prisma, reveal, dump Ocean first to turn on my Miracle. I hope I do that first. I do. Good. So dump Ocean here, and then I go Stratos effect to pop, trying to clear his back rows. Beautiful. And right there, he has Dinah, and it's over. It's GG. This deck's incredible. All right, so that was first match. He left the duel. Nothing to say here. If I say GG, Burden good. Okay, so that was the first duel. You can see the explosiveness of this deck is pretty great. Just like GB's though, it does die to Royal Depression, but we can work around it, especially with my ace card, Burden of the Might. Now let's go to the second duel. This is against pure Blackwings, I believe. And I misplay somewhere along the lines in game 3, no spoilers, and I lose the game. But it's not because of the deck, it's because of me. I messed something up, and I need you guys to see where I messed up and how I can fix it for next time, because I don't like messing up. I'm an engineer, you know? I strive for perfection. But here we go. I lose the die roll, he goes first, and I'm like, shoot, what am I playing? Again, Allure. And these are back-to-back games. These are the last 2 games I've played since the last video online. So I'm not a huge online guy. He's 288, still low. Boom. So he sets 1. I'm like, shoot, what am I gonna do? I'm hoping it's Trap Dust Sugar at this point. So I probably go for Stratos, just the safe starter play, which is fine. Yeah, just a typical here, and he de-prisons. I mean, I guess it's not horrible. Get the hero out of the graveyard. At this point, he's probably expecting some kind of hero beat, diva hero, or like prods. Most of the time, they don't look at this number though. When you're playing IRL though, they look at the stack and they're like, holy smokes, this guy's quadruple sleeve. And I'm like, nah, bro, it's just double 60. But okay, here we go. And at this point, I'm convinced it's full Blackwings, not hybrid. Typically, a hybrid only plays 1. I'll lose sometimes I play 2, but at this point, I'm like, it's got to be Blackwings straight up. So I try. When you play Blackwings, there's 2 ways to do it. Either you simplify the game state with only playing a couple cards at a time, or you just go balls to the wall and set everything. But the second way is not good. Usually, you try to play as how do I explain this? You gotta make sure your cards are as valuable as possible, right? Because Icarus Attack is such a blowout card. It's incredible, and I think he has it right here, right? So you just gotta be smart with your cards against Blackwings. That's all I'm trying to say. And he goes to Icarus, which is fine. I got my Miracle Live. I got this coming. Like you can see what's happening, right? So 5 to 4, he's up card, but he went first, so it's basically 0. And he goes head. Still 1 to 1. And here I'm like, sugar. And I thought for sure he's gonna go Android. But he goes Justice. It's cool with me. So he's 22, I don't mind. That's fine with me. Good thing I have Goers, you can cook. So I go few here. And I die to Oppression, which he very well might have. He doesn't have it, so that's cool. So I'm gonna send these 2. Turns off my e-call, but that's okay. Give a dead e-call, you just use it as bait. And this was the most precious Solomon Judgment he could have ever used. Thank you. Thank you for making this miracle a 4,000 burn spell, brother. Unbelievable. 60 cards is so insane. So I got another one, because why wouldn't I? We banish 2 heroes there, keep the GB engraved for later, and Prism is good for call on and play later. So I would much rather keep Stratos engraved, but I couldn't in this case. Yeah. So I don't know if I attack here. I think I just wait. And I think that ended up being a smart play. Because this Absolute Zero puts in a lot of work. I'm baiting some kind of battle trick, and I got another one coming, so I don't really know. If I attacked, it would have been bad. Like I would have just lost my guy, and then he would have popped him. But who knows what would have happened? So I don't think it's smart to attack. I think I did the right thing there. So here I go, Bestiari, right, and I set it. I set it with the trap stun. I still want him to attack. I want this e-call. I want that value out of e-call, and it's working. He thinks it's a battle trap, and it's fine with me. It's working perfectly. 2 games in a row, showing out how to bait. So you gotta play big when you were feeling small. Who said that? Sun Tzu? What was that book? God damn, I have it. Art of War. Bill Belichick's favorite book. All right. So next time I phase, I get my boy back. my second absolute zero, and I'm feeling pretty good. And I draw this and out to this, and I'm feeling extra good. So I'm pretty sure at this point I just sit pretty on my 2 ab zeros. If he brain controls, I'm okay. I got this. It's okay. And if I draw a GB, I'm in really good shape. So he sets another back row, and I'm like, fudge, man. I had game on board here no matter what. Do you guys see it? Let me pause the video for a sec. All right, if you saw it, I don't do it because he has a response. But what I would do is I would trap stun, preemptively trap stun, ask for response, chain link 2, come pulse on this. Then I would go tribute. No. I save compulsive. I preemptively trap stun, and then tribute for Gores, absolute zero in graveyard, pop monsters, attack for 52. But that's not what happens. So, oh yeah, I do this first. I don't know why. Probably to avoid any shenanigans, but ended up working, which is fine. But I still have game. See, misplays. They ended up costing me matches. This deck would be undefeated. But as you'll see, misplays cost me in game 3, and I need your guys' help to fix that. So here we go. Game 2. Decent. This is another thing I struggle with. I need y'all help. When to play Consecrated Light? I always try to play it after they use an Icarus, or if I have like a trap stun or Psalm Protected. Right? Like right here, do I just summon Consecrated and pray? Let's see. Yeah. The answer is yeah, I do. So I effed up. So let's see if I come back from this. Boom. Dust Tornado is my good one. Oh my god. So I think I book here so I can attack over it next turn. Because other than that, or I'm going like 1-1 with Darius, and protect my book. But I plan to clue if he had it. If I don't do that, so I don't know. Let me know. But I go a quest, my little weaker monster, and I attack over it. He plays my guy, which is cool. And I go start for Cat, which is such a power play, but he has oppression set, so he's not worried at all, though, huh? Here we go. He flips this joint. At this point, I'm like, oh, dude, man, he's probably gonna go into like Boyo or Brio, because if he went into Armdoing, I would have read a deck Debbie back here and maybe a Gore's dad in hand. So here I top deck the perfect answer. So I set this in this, and I know he can attack with Goyo, but I'm just gonna gamble that that's the case, right? Probably should have set the Consecrated, but then if I did, he could summon another Blackwing and do all the shenanigans. So I don't know. But here it's not a great top deck Ocean. I hate drawing that joint. So I play around Mirror Force here, even though he already used it. So, but he was going in defense mode anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And I'm kind of sad because Icarus attack. See, exactly. Like, Consecrated Light didn't do much this game, but sometimes it's just a great. If you're down against Blackwings and you top deck Consecrated Light, you're like, brother, I'm in the driver's seat now. But whatever. He gets Blizzard, and I'm not feeling too happy about this. And I know I have Cat in hand. It's my only option at this point. I throw another monster and I'm like, ah, fuck, I gotta lay on Cat. I think I scoop here. Yeah. So, game 3. There's a misplay somewhere in here, and I need y'all to find it. Because I was in the absolute freaking driver's seat this whole time, and I fumble it. Alright? So I go Retiari, Compulse, Trap Stun. I think that's okay. I have another Trap Stun in hand, and I like to use MST on the Royal Oppression, actively, or the Whirlwind, right? And it's okay if he gets one Whirlwind off. I don't want to play too hard into heavy, right? So see what happens. And that could have been my downfall. Maybe I just have to play more aggressive. It doesn't happen. Alright. So he attacks over that joint, and I'm okay with it. I got the kitty cat loop. Alright. So, in this case, he's got a couple cards that are pretty good, and I can play around the Icarus with the trap stun. And I get these joints to go for Murmillo, I think, to activate, to like bait out his Icarus, and to play around Clue at the same time. I think that's correct. So if I went for like Laquari or Sam Knight in this, if I went for Sam Knight, going for like the at the hand play, I'm playing right into like Kalute in hand. Sure, and he has it, so that's like not good, right? So I think I did the right thing here. Which is cool. So I just trap stun and he Dust Rain as my compulse. I thought long and hard about using it, but that would be silly. I play into Gores. He doesn't have it, thank God. I don't think he would play into Gores if he had 2 back row either. But he could have cleared the back row with the stuff he had, so it's not impossible he would have had it. But either way, we get Laquari here, 2100 beater. I love having the beaters out against Blackwings. It's either that or play around like a Blizzard, which he doesn't have, but I'd much rather play around Beat Down than Blizzard, because what's one synchro, you know? Shura and Sirocco are just really powerful. Alright, so he goes Cyber Dragon, which is cool. That kind of stinks. I'm pretty sure he top decked that joint. And let's see what he does. Crashes. Which is fine. I thought there for sure he wasn't going to do anything else, but here I draw Mind Crush, and at this moment I thought I'm probably going to take this out of the deck. Out of the side deck. It sucks that you can't activate it with no cards in hand. It's such a powerful card. He's got the Kalute play, like this is in here to play around this Kalute, but I just can't use it without a card in hand, so it's not a good top deck here, right? But I play it down. I'm at the point where if he heavy storms me, I lose anyway, so yeah, here we go. These cards are kind of redundant, but I feel like I'm on the back foot at this point. I've committed too much to the field, which I regret at this point. Maybe a little hindsight, would have been better, and just more experience in knowing how to play Yu-Gi-Oh better would have been great. But here I play even further into Heavy Storm, and he does tornadoes, but I have to get this Future Fusion down. It's literally my only out. So, boom, Ocean and Ready are the perfect targets, and I set Deep Prison, not caring about a card in here. This is way more important. Get rid of that Shura, hoping he attacks, and he does, which is so good. So we turn out to have 1 turn off on Future Fusion, which is pretty cool. And I cannot risk that being a Dust Tornado. I look, I'm like, if this is a Dust Tornado or MST, I lose. So I needed to end phase MST that, even with no backup. I'd rather Starlight Road, no feeling real good. Please, no Heavy Storm. And he's got really no play. He's only 1 Dark Engrave. I'm looking. And let's see what he does. He just passes. So this is the turning point of where I think I screw up. So I get my absolute 0. He played no cards last turn, right? And I don't think I attacked. I just set and pass, not wanting to play into Gores because I don't have an out. But my dumbass, if Gores just attacked this absolute 0, it clears all the freaking monsters. Why didn't I attack? So let's do the math. That's 25 off. That puts him at 47. Right? So 47 life points theoretically. Alright? We go again. He passes again. And I think here, I was so afraid of Gores, I blind Mind Crushed Gores. He didn't have it. Right? I'm like, oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. Right, so I attack now. So 47 minus 25 is 22 theoretical life points. Alright? So what does he do here? I have a compulse, and I'm thinking pretty hard about this. I remember some Sirocco, and I'm okay with that. I should have preemptively, I should have thought that he had a follow-up, because why the hell would he do that? I should have compulsed immediately. Why would he summon Sirocco into an open port of this into an absolute zero? He's obviously baiting a Kaloop or something like this, right? So I'm like, shit, man. So I just take this. I could compulse his Bora, which might have been the play, but he can just special summon it back, and that'll just be a -1. I don't think that's the right thing to do. Keeping the compulse for anything that's about later, right? So I just take the attack. I take the 12. All right. So he's at 22 theoretical life points, right? And he summons Dad. I'm like, you gotta be effing kidding me. So I put the Dad back in hand because it's a humongous threat with no cards, right? So I'm sitting here. I should have a Test Tiger in hand, by the way. I should have a Test Tiger instead of using this dumb Mind Crush. I would have won this game. I would have summoned this Murmillo, Test Tiger into Darius. Darius gets any of those GBs attacked 2 times per game. That's more than 22. There it is, boys. That was my misplay. This Mind Crush. Mind Crush, ironically, lost me the game. So let's see what happens. I think I summoned this. Yep, attack 800. Praying he doesn't have Gores. It's never good to stack into open board with Murmillo, and then he drops Gores because Murmillo is your alpha Gores. So I go thinking about it. I go Laquari. Boom. So he's at 1,400 theoretical life points, and I'm at this point where I am most likely dead. He does that. I take a big chunk. I'm not too happy. I top deck the godliest Miracle Fusion. The godliest. Okay? Knowing he has Dad in hand, I probably shouldn't have attacked. Look at this. This is another misplay. Do I attack? I do. And this probably loses me the game again. I needed a follow-up. I needed another. Well, technically he could have crashed into me. So that's not the end-all be-all. Really, the Mind Crush lost me the game. So I'll be going to the deck box right after this game, and I'll be swapping that joint out immediately. Alright, so he goes Dad. He just goes for the damage, nukes himself, and I'm like, please, can I survive a couple turns in this joint? And I do get there. Nah, I didn't feel good. So remember, he's at 600 theoretical life points. A Miracle Fusion, absolute zero attack over this would have won the game. So I go for 50 third here. I guess this one was a pretty good hit, but this one was the real hit. Right? Boom. Because if I could get this Miracle out, he would have bottomlessed it no matter what, and I would have summoned Prisma and won the game. So 3 times, 3 misplays lost me this game. 60 card absolute 0 GB, 0 B60 against 40 card Blackwing. It took me 3. I lose this game. I'm just kind of letting them play out. It took me 3 misplays to lose this game, boys. This deck is nasty. We need a pilot to pilot this deck to the heavens. It's nasty. Please, somebody, either teach me how to play better or play this deck to its fullest ability, win an RBET, first win your locals, and then win a big tournament. Put this deck on the map. I don't condone you dropping the card count. 60 cards is so fun. Be part of the meme. Be part of the vision. Love you guys. Peace.